Thank you for being here. I know that many of us don't read my emails fully because I know it's a routine. They see my email and know what it's going to say, yoga, yoga, yoga. But this week we're working on our psoas, which is probably the most important muscle in your body other than your heart. So psoas is a Greek word that means loin muscle. And our loin is like a filet mignon in our body. It's the loin area right here. And the psoas originates from between the lumbar and thoracic spine, right about here, if you can see on my skeleton. And it wraps around, it hugs the spine, wraps around forward, comes over your pelvic area, the ilium, and then attaches inside to the femur in the lesser trochanter area right here. So it's a big muscle. It's a big rope-like muscle. It's responsible for pretty much everything we do, walking, running. When you have a bad back, likely it's because of a tight or weak psoas. A bad psoas muscle could give you pelvic pain, knee pain, could cause you imbalances. And interestingly, your psoas is an area that tenses when you get stressed, just like your shoulders and your neck. So by having a tense psoas creates stress. So you want to try to relax the psoas just as much as you relax your neck and your shoulders when you have a lot of stress. The psoas is actually made up of 3 muscles. The major, the minor, psoas, major, minor, and iliacus. And another interesting fun fact that about half the population does not have the minor psoas muscle. I don't know exactly why, but I guess it's the way we are bred. So that's what we're going to be working on. And I'm going to show you how to find your psoas in a few moments. But to start, let's do our dirga. The other thing, your psoas connects to your diaphragm. So the dirga breath is very important for your psoas, as it is for the rest of your body as well. So sit nice and tall, crown of your head up, nice long spine. Make sure your knees are either at hip level or below so that you can sit with a neutral lumbar. And then start taking your deep dirga breaths through your nose. Slow, big, full breaths all the way down to your belly. And this is what I now call our water breath, ever since Heather told me she heard that. It's the kind of breath that you need every day, several times a day. Dirga breath, your water. Now, as you're continuing to do your deep breathing, think about the back of your lungs. And as you inhale, think about inflating the back of your lungs as if you were sprouting wings on your back. So if you just think it, it'll happen. So you're going to feel your back puff out instead of your chest puff out. Sprouting your big wings, and you're still going to breathe all the way down. Sprout those wings. When you inhale, unfold the wings. When you exhale, fold the wings back in. We don't think about breathing in the back of our lungs. We do it, we don't think about it. Finish up one last dirga breath. Keep it long, slow, even and full. And then please bring your breathing back to normal. And if you would like to, let's Om in together. Om Balu Satguru Bhagavan Ki. The divine is the inner teacher. Thanks again for being here. All right, so loosen up our spine, starting with some spinal movements. We'll do some dynamic movements, and then we'll do some static spinal movements as well. So hands in the center of your heart. Inhale, push your palms together as you reach up for the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, let your right hand drop down by your hip, left arm by your ear, and then push into your right hand, come all the way back up to center. Inhale, push your fingertips up. Exhale, let your left hand drop. The right arm by the ear, push into your left hand, come all the way back up. Inhale, up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm beside the ear, push back up. Inhale, push the fingers up. Exhale, this time we're going to place our hand down and hold this for 3 big breaths. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. And one more inhale as you push into your right hand. Come on back overhead. Push up with your fingertips. Exhale. Left hand comes down. Right arm beside the ear. Bend your left elbow a bit so you can really stretch your fingers to the left. Make sure that your right sit bone doesn't come off the mat. And 3 breaths here. 1. 2, 3. On the 4th breath, push into your hand, come all the way back up. Namaste hands, inhale, push your fingertips up. Exhale, let your hands float down slowly to your heart center. Inhale, open arms in a T. Exhale, we're going to swing our body right. Gently, just quickly put your left hand on your right thigh. Your right hand touches down behind you, but we're not going to stay here. And then we're going to swing back forward in arms in a T. Inhale, exhale, swing to the left. The right hand touches down on the left thigh. Left hand touches down behind you just briefly. And then swing back to center. Inhale, exhale, swing to the right again. Touch down briefly with your hand on your thigh and your right hand behind you. Inhale, forward. Exhale, swing to the left. Right hand touches down on your thigh, left hand behind. Inhale, swing back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. And this time we'll hold this for 3 breaths, taking your left hand on the outside of the thigh, the right hand's on the mat behind you. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. And the next time you inhale, you're going to swing your arms forward into a T. Take a breath here. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand lands on the left thigh, left hand behind you. 3 big breaths here. One more breath in. Exhale, bring your arms in front. Inhale, exhale, palms to your chest. Inhale, push up with your fingertips. Exhale, bring your palms down to heart center. Lace your fingers, turn your palms outward as you push your hands away from you. Bring your shoulders down from your ears. Feel your shoulders separate on your back. And then keeping your palms facing out, inhale as you bring your hands up facing the ceiling. And then exhale, bring your hands back down in front of you. Come back into Namaste hands. Rethread your fingers now the opposite way. So the opposite thumb is on top and it's going to feel funky. And then just push your palms away from you again. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Palms back to Namaste. One more breath here. And then exhale, hands back down to your thighs. So I'm going to show you how to find your psoas now so that you can have a muscle mind-muscle connection when we're working this today. So it's a hard muscle to find because it's very, very deep, very, very deep. But remember where I showed you on the skeleton, it comes from the back of your spine, hugs your diaphragm, and attaches to the inside of your femur, okay? Attaches to your femur. So to find this, just lie on your backs. And you may or may not find it, but we'll give it a shot. Lie on your backs with your knees bent. Good. All right, so really push down. You're going to go below your belly button and diagonally toward the one leg or the other, or diagonally toward your femur of one leg. And then just push down. So you're about 1 inch or 2 inches below your belly and about 2 inches over to the side of where your belly is. And then push down hard so you know where that muscle's coming from. It's coming around your spine and attaching to your leg. So keep your back neutral as you extend whatever leg you're going to do this on long. I'm doing my right leg right now. And then keep your back neutral and then bring your knee back in slowly. And then extend the leg long. Now, as you do this, that's the muscle that's contracting if you can feel it. So in, out slowly, in. It's a rope-like muscle, thick. Do a couple more times here. And then bring your foot back down. And maybe you found it, maybe not. Let's try to the other side. Finding your area between your belly and your femur, diagonally about 1 inch below, 2 inches over, toward where the muscle connects to your femur. And then you're going to bring your leg out straight and then contract it. Can everybody see my kitty cat? Straight and contract it. Try not to move your back as you're doing this. And then straight. Oh, I can feel this side really well. And then contract. And then one more time. Straight and then contract. So that gives you an idea of what we're working on. So now roll on over to table. Come up to your knees. Bring your non-dominant foot forward. And this is a big example of using your psoas. In order to stand up, you're using your psoas muscle. So just come on up to standing. So to see how strong your psoas currently is, we'll test it. And if you want to take balance out of the situation, get next to a wall. We're not going to hold on, but we're just going to bring balance out of the equation so we can test our psoas. And here's, I'm going to time you, but let me just show you where we're going here. You're going to bring one knee up as high as you can get it. And then you're going to let go. And I'm going to time you to hold this. And if you want to take balance out, just put one finger on the wall because you want to make sure you've got weight in the standing leg and bring the knee up as high as you can. And I'll tell you when to stop. A couple more breaths. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, so now you can let go. That was 30 seconds. And if that felt really easy for you, then you've got a strong psoas. If it felt medium, then you still have a strong psoas. But if you couldn't hold it for 30 seconds, then your psoas is really weak. So let's just do the other side. Whenever you're ready, and I will time you, just shift your weight to the standing leg. If you need to use the wall just to take the balance out of the equation, get your knee as high up as you can. And then start breathing deeply as I time us for this. Couple more breaths here. 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, so you felt that in the area. So the psoas is important. It's core strength and your hip flexors. Two important things, core strength and your hip flexibility. That's why the psoas is so important. It's attaching the bottom part of your body to the top part. And since it starts so high up on the spine, it really helps support the spine a lot. All right, from here, we're gonna do another balance, tree pose, which is another working of the psoas, because you're gonna cock one leg out, which is opening that muscle. And then you're gonna take the foot into your calf or thigh, and then hold this for several breaths. And if you wanna grow your branches, grow your branches. Engage your core muscles here. I'm gonna time. That's 30 seconds. You can release if you like. Shake your legs out, and we'll do the other side. Make sure you cock the knee out. Make sure you don't put pressure on the knee. Wherever you put your foot, just make sure you avoid the knee area. And I'll time. If you want to grow branches, and breathe. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. If you want to release, release now. If you want to hold it for a few more breaths, be my guest. Okay, so 2 very good exercises for the area, the psoas area. Come back to your mats in Tadasana. Now, we talked about knee issues in the last couple of weeks. Lining up your spine is critical for your joint health, overall joint health, particularly your knees, but overall joint health. Engaging your core muscles, you're engaging the psoas muscles here. Okay, inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into chair. This is big time psoas work right here. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your knees bent if you like. Bring your hands all the way down. And then walk your hands to the left, and then walk your hands to the right, like swinging like a moonwalk. To the left, swing your hands to the right, and your hips are going to move as you do this, which means your psoas is moving as you do this. Your knees can be bent a lot here if you like. Just keep on going back and forth and feel the stretch. Maybe pause for a breath is on one side, and then walk back to the other side and pause for a breath on that side, and then back to center, and then very slowly rise up. Inhale, exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your palms together. Inhale, push your fingers up. Exhale, crescent to the right. Open up the left ribs. Push weight into your left foot so that you're light in your right foot. Maybe you can even take your right foot out to the side. And then bring the foot back in. Reach back up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, we're going to crescent to the left. Maybe shift your weight to the right so that you can pick up your left foot or bring it out to the side. Foot comes back in. Inhale up. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And a big breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come back into your chair. So now I just want to tell you there's a couple of different ways to do chair. Some people like to bring their feet and knees completely together like this. Some people like to have them hip width distance apart. I actually prefer hip width distance apart, but both ways are proper. Make sure your tailbone stays down. Lift your toes and then put your toes back down. So make sure you have weight in all four corners of each foot. Relax your neck. Breathe. Inhale, open your arms in a T. Exhale, keeping in your chair, you're going to twist to the right. Take your left hand on the outside of the right thigh and reach behind you with your right hand. Keep sitting deep in your chair. Breathe. Slowly back to center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, come into your chair again. So this pose is really good because not only are you using your leg muscles quite a bit, but you have to use your abdominal muscles and your psoas in order to hold this position for very long. Inhale, keeping in your chair, open the arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the left. The right hand comes on the outside of the left thigh. Left arm reaches way behind you. And then come back to center, back to chair. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, come into chair again. So this is really good for your knees too, because your quadricep muscles and your calf muscles help protect your knees. Inhale here, exhale, hands on your thighs. Straighten your legs, flatten your spine, and extend your spine by pointing your forehead to the front and your tailbone to the back. So you're in an L shape. Your legs are straight but not locked. Breathe here. Now, grab your elbows and just let them dangle as you maybe bend a little bit further down with your back now. So keep your legs straight-ish. You can have a slight bend in the knees, but don't lock your legs out. And then just move your elbows from side to side. So you're going to twist your body one way and then twist it the other way. Twist it one way and then the other way. And then pause at center. And then take the opposite arm on top. So whatever arm's on top, you're going to put the other arm on top. And again, this is going to feel like your little funky movement here because it's not the habitual way. And then keep on twisting, twisting slowly one direction, twisting the other. And then release your elbows. Slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale. Exhale, hands on the thighs. Straighten the legs, flatten the spine. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands down. Take your left hand onto your right shin or ankle. Keep both knees bent. And then you're going to reach your right arm open to the right as you straighten your right leg. It doesn't have to come all the way straight, but you want to straighten your right leg. Make sure your left knee stays bent. Inhale. Exhale, rebend, both knees come back to center, what I call orangutan arms, just let them dangle. And then slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Inhale. Exhale, hands on the thighs, straighten the leg, extend the spine. Inhale. Exhale, huge bend to the knees. Bring your hands all the way down. Take the right hand and grab your left ankle or calf. And keeping the right knee bent, you're going to open your arm to the left, straightening the left leg. And breathe. One more breath here. And then come forward back to your orangutan arms. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees forward, fold all the way down. Bend knees as much as you want. This time, when we come up, we're going to come up gradually. And then as we are halfway up, we're going to bring our knee forward and our arms by our sides. Tuck your elbows in like a karate kick. 3 kicks. Good. And then bring the foot down. Bend the knees. Come all the way back down. And then we're going to come up very slowly and do the karate kicks on this side, lifting the left leg and kick. And then bring the foot down, come back to Tadasana. So pretty much anytime you move your legs, you're working your psoas. And when you're balancing, you're really working your psoas because you're engaging all those muscles around your spine. Okay, from here, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees forward, fold all the way down. Step your right foot back. And then place your right knee down on the mat or your blanket for padding. So we're talking about saving our knees in the last couple of weeks. This is one way to save your knee. I'm very bad at not doing this, by the way. So from here, I want you to see if you can come above your kneecap. So you're gonna walk your left foot forward a lot and then rebend your left knee and lift up your right foot off the mat and see how you can, if you can roll the weight to above your kneecap. By lifting your right foot behind you, that will help you find that momentum to get above your kneecap. Now, plant your right hand down on the mat, and this is optional. Twist open to the left, and maybe you can grab your right foot behind you. And if you don't, that's okay. Just hold the twist with your arm in the air, but try to keep your right foot off the mat and up. And then come back forward. Reframe your front leg with your hands. And then you can bring your toes down, your right toes back down to the mat. You can flatten the right foot or keep on your right toes as you come up into Anjaneyasana. Take a deep breath here, lean backwards, open your chest. As you exhale, bring your left hand onto your hip and then lean over toward the left, using your hand for support. And then come all the way back up to Anjaneyasana, arms at Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Inhale, arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the left. So your right hand's gonna come on the outside of the left thigh. Your left arm, thumbs down, is gonna wrap behind your back. And then breathe here as you move your left shoulder back and your right shoulder around to the left side of your body. And then slowly unwind back to center. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the inside of your leg. And hopefully you have blocks handy. If you want to use your blocks for the lizard pose, we're going to walk our foot out a little bit and just gently come on down to our forearms, either on blocks or not. But the important thing is to make sure the knee stays somewhere near the shoulder and that the foot is either in line with your head or in front of your head. And then breathe. And if it's too much stretch for you here, you can just even stay up on your hands. Okay, come back up onto your hands and then walk your foot back around. Come into table pose. Tuck your toes, push up to downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, squeeze the forearms together. Rotate the thighs in slightly. Keep your leg muscles engaged that way. Bend the knees so your bottom is way up in the air. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, walk up to your hands. And then very slowly rise up. Just inhale, arms Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Pause for a moment in Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees forward, fold all the way down. Inhale, exhale, left foot steps back. And the left knee comes down, patting it accordingly. And then from here, see if you can walk your right foot up a bit, maybe a whole foot if you can, and then rebend the knee so that you can lift your left foot off the mat behind you. So your heel's coming toward your bottom and you can feel how you're moving on top of your kneecap this way. So plant your, you can use a block here also, plant your left hand. You're going to twist open to the right and maybe grab your foot behind you or not, but whatever, you want to keep your foot up off the mat and just keep reaching behind if you can't reach the foot. One more breath here. And as you let go of your foot, if you have it, come back to center. Get light in your fingertips and come on up to Anjaneyasana. So here you can have your back toes tucked or you can have your foot flat, whatever suits you the best. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, bring your right hand onto your right hip. Inhale. Exhale, crescent over to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, arms in a T. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. So this time the left hand comes on the outside of the thigh. Right hand, thumbs down, wraps around your lower back. Bring your right shoulder back and your left shoulder over. Breathe. Inhale. Slowly come back to center, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come down on the inside of the leg. Walk the foot out enough so that you can come on down to your forearms on blocks or on the mat, or stay up on your hands, whatever your hip will allow you to do today. And just remember, the foot is either even in line with your head or forward of your head. Okay, inhale, push back up to your hands, and then walk your foot all the way back around to table. Tuck your toes, push to downward facing dog. One more breath here. As you exhale, walk up to your hands with bent knees. Slowly rise up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. And then please pause in Tadasana. Reestablish the straightness of your spine. Active rest here. Roll your thighs in slightly, shoulders down from your ears, chest forward. Head right on top of the shoulders. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot back. Plant your right heel, and then come up to your warrior one. So here's some alignment things to think about. Your feet are hip width distance apart, not too narrow, but hip width distance apart. Your front knee is bent, but not forward of the ankle. So you want the knee either on top of the ankle or behind the ankle. You put weight in the outside edge of your back foot because that's what you have a tendency to lift. Bring your right hip forward, your left hip back, chest open, warrior one. Equal weight in both feet. The back leg is straight-ish, but not locked. Tailbone down so you're not pinching your lower back. You can look up between your hands if you like. Breathe. Keep puffing the chest forward like a pigeon. One more breath here. As you exhale, you're going to reach forward, come onto your toes of your right leg. And then find a focal point in front of you so we can just briefly lean forward with your knee bent, lift your leg off the mat into warrior three. Try to keep your hips level. And then come back down with your right foot back to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, repivot onto the toes of your right foot. Bring your hands down. And then shift your weight so that you can step up with your right foot. And slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold all the way down. Inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot back, plant your left heel, and then slowly rise up to warrior one on this side. Remembering a key alignment points. Weight in the back foot. Your back foot is diagonally pointed forward. Your knee is above the ankle. Front knee is bent. Belly is in. Chest open like a pigeon. Bring your left hip forward, right hip back, and push your tailbone down so you don't overarch your lower back. And then if you want to look up between your hands, look up and breathe. Okay, take a deep breath here. As you exhale, bring your arms forward. Come onto the toes of your left foot and then shift your weight. Find your focal point. You're going to shift your weight. Keep your knee bent. Lift your leg into your warrior three on this side. And then slowly bring the foot back down. Back to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands come all the way down, pivot onto your left toes. Shift the weight onto your right foot so you can step up with your left foot. And slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And then let's pause again in Tadasana, mountain pose. Reestablish your spine. Reset your body. Think about the long line going from your head to your shoulders, chest, hip, ankles. Belly in tight as you roll your thighs in slightly. Shoulders down from the ears, chest forward. Couple more deep breaths here. Active rest. Okay, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend your knees, come all the way down. Step both feet back to downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Spread the fingers wide. Make sure your finger pads have weight in them, the pads of your fingers. And that's going to happen when you bend your knuckles slightly. And then you're going to push weight into the bottom of your palm as well. Let your chest melt down toward your thighs. Bend your knees a lot so that you can really stick your bottom up in the air. And then think about squeezing your forearms toward each other so that you're rolling your shoulders out, the tops of your arms outward. Rotate your thighs inward slightly. And then bend the knees, bring the knees all the way down to the mat. And then sit back towards your heels into your comfortable child pose. And please rest your head on something, either a mat, bolster, blanket, or even your hands here. And I find for myself, if I separate my knees wide in child pose and bring my toes toward each other in the behind me, I can get down a little bit further. Okay, please come back up to your table position. And then we're gonna circle our bottom around to we're gonna go to the right and then back and then to the left and then forward. So it's like a butt circles. So to the right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, and pause. And then we'll go to the opposite direction. So we're going to circle to the left, back, right, up, left, back, right, up, left, back, right, up, left, back, right, up, and pause and table. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right knee, bring it to your chest, tuck your chin, nose to knee. Inhale, right leg straight back behind you, plant your toes. Walk your right foot over to the left side of your body and look over your left shoulder, looking at your tail. Now we're going to swing our tail like this. We're going to take a deep breath. Lift your foot up. Exhale, swing it all the way over to the other side of your body so it's perpendicular, and then touch down. And then we'll go back. Inhale, exhale, lift your leg, swing it back all the way over so that you can look at your foot on the left side of your body. And then lift the foot, swing it all the way back over, plant it down on the right. Once again, lift, swing, plant, look, lift, swing, plant, pause. And then lift, swing, plant, look. And then walk your foot all the way back behind you so that it's directly behind you. And then lift your leg up, left arm up into your balancing table. One more breath here. And then the hand comes down and the knee comes back to table. Inhale. Exhale, left knee comes to chest. Tuck your chin, nose to knee. Inhale, left leg straight back, and then plant the toes. Walk the foot to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Cat looking at the tail. Inhale, lift the foot, swing the leg over as you exhale, touch down. Inhale, exhale, foot lifts up, swing it all the way up, back over, look over your right shoulder. Once again, lift up, swing all the way around, touch down, lift up, swing all the way around to the right, look over the shoulder. Lift up, swing once more over, perpendicular to the body, touch down, and then walk your foot all the way back behind you. Keep your leg extended on your toes and lift your left leg up, right arm up into the balancing table. And the hand comes down. Then the knee comes down and then come all the way down onto your backs with knees bent. Okay, straighten both legs flat on the mat. Feel your neutral lumbar spine here. Okay, so here's another good Psoas exercise, also good for your core strength, because of course the Psoas is part of your core strength. So with a neutral lumbar, you're going to now push your lower back into the mat and lift your legs up, pointing toward the ceiling. And then we're going to tuck our chin, lift our head and shoulders off the mat as we reach for our feet. You may only get halfway there, doesn't matter. You can touch your feet if you like. But push that lower back into the mat. Breathe here, a couple of breaths. And then very slowly roll down, keeping your feet up. Relax your head for just a moment. You can bring your arms down for just a moment. So we will repeat. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, bring the shoulders up, head up, reach for your feet. Push the back into the mat. Slowly roll down. Relax for just one more breath. And then we'll repeat one more time. Inhale, exhale, really push the back into the mat. Reach up for your feet. Maybe you can touch your toes. And then very slowly roll down. Bend the knees and bring both knees into your chest. Lace your fingers around your shins. Hug the knees in to release your spine. Roll around one way, roll around the other way. And then place your knees back down on the mat. Here, extend your right leg long and bring your left knee into your chest. Lace your fingers around your left shin and really squeeze it in toward your chest, actually toward your armpit. So your lower back is pushed into the mat here. So now we'll take a deep breath. And as you exhale, you're going to lift your head and your shoulders off the mat, and your right leg is going to come off the mat about a foot or two, a foot or foot and a half. And then let go of your left knee and reach for your right foot, extending your arms forward. Keep your chin tucked, belly down, back into the mat. And then very slowly lower your right leg. And then bring your head down, shoulders down, and bring your left foot down. Extend both legs long. full body stretch. Bring your arms overhead, palms facing up. If you can touch the back of your hands down, do so. If it bothers your shoulders too much to do that, you can bring your hands in a Y. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to bend your right knee into your chest. You're going to clasp your hands around your right shin and pull that knee in, aiming toward your armpit. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, roll your head and shoulders off the mat. Lift your left leg to about eye level and then reach for your foot, pushing your lower back into the mat and breathe. One more breath. Exhale, bring the leg down, bring your foot down, bring your head down, bring everything down, straighten your legs. Inhale, arms over your head, palms facing up. Exhale, bend both knees, hug both knees into your chest. Roll on your spine. Bring your feet down to the mat with bent knees. Grab a block. Lift your hips and place your sacrum on the block. And you can either stay here in a supported bridge pose, just relax your neck and your shoulders down, or if you want to float your legs up into the waterfall pose, your option here. Whichever option you take, just make sure you relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. So if your legs are in the air, you are engaging your psoas muscles here, but it's in a relaxed way because you're not moving. You're just letting them rest in this position. One more breath, and then bring your feet back down onto the mat. And just very briefly, see if you can keep your sacrum on the block as you extend your legs long here. If it's not comfortable for you, then obviously remove the block, and then bring your arms overhead, palms facing up. And slowly walk your feet back in. Bring your arms down by your sides. Lift your hips, remove the block. And then bring your soles of your feet together so that your knees fall out to either side. Bring your arms to a T beside your body. Relax your chest, open your chest, relax your neck, and let gravity gently open your groin area. So this pose not only is relaxing and helps stretch open your psoas, but you have a lot of lymph nodes in your groin and pelvic area. And they're called inguinal lymph nodes. And this pose helps stimulate those lymph nodes. And those lymph nodes help your immune system immensely. Okay, slowly bring your hands to the outside of your thighs so you can push your knees together. Return your arms to a T. Now walk your feet apart to the edges of your mat. Push into your feet, move your hips 1 inch to the right. Allow your knees to fall to the left. They don't have to come all the way down. Just keep your chest open and up. And then maybe turn your head to look over your right hand. For one last gentle supine twist. Inhale, knees back to center. Shift your hips, move your bottom back to center, and then push into your feet. Shift your hips a couple inches to the left as you allow your knees to fall to the right. And turn your head to look to the left. And slowly, knees come back to center. Shift your hips back to center. And now extend your legs long and get into your favorite Shavasana. Take your time to relax here. If you would like to try to roll up a blanket or put a bolster underneath your knees, that helps relax the muscles in your legs. Focus on your breath. Slow down your breathing. Focus on relaxing your legs. Relax your hips. Relax your psoas, your belly, and your chest. Relax your arms. Release the stress. Release any tension in your jaw or your neck or your shoulders. Relax your face and enjoy a few moments of inner bliss and solitude. Please bring your awareness back to your breath. Slowly deepen your breathing as you Gently make small movements with hands and feet to wake up your body. Please slowly bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And in doing so, you are sealing off the masculine side of your body, which is hot, fiery, bright. And you're exposing the feminine side of your body, which is cool, dark, calm. And you allow that calmness to carry you for the rest of your day. Please very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated. And I shall do the closing chant. If anybody wants to join in, please do. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Knuckles to my forehead honors God. Knuckles to my chin honors you. Knuckles to my heart honors myself. Namaste.